Hello, a day with Caleb. Kind of a unusual angle there, uh, but we're in my room. We haven't filmed here in quite a while, so I figured why not film in here. We got Superman flying above, so got repping my channel shirt. Uh, but we got more movies from our new release guy on Facebook. There's a movie collector's Facebook page, and he posts on there once or twice a week, and I'll say, "Is this still available?" He'll tell me yes or no. Sometimes he'll hold stuff for me. The last Mission Impossible, he held two copies, one for me, one for Josh. But get a big pile. It's up to me when we ship it, and they ships it out to me. So this is the stack that, over the course of a couple months, this is what we got here. Starting with this one. This one sounds pretty intriguing. A Robert Rodriguez film, Ben Affleck, Hypnotic. Basically, I think the premise is this guy, I don't know if it's the guy from Dark Knight or not, but he uses hypnosis to get these random strangers, people, to rob banks. And Ben Affleck essentially has to track this guy down and arrest him. If I'm correct on that, I'm pretty sure I am. Tried to find this at Walmart, but it was sold out. So luckily he had a copy of that for me. Then I haven't watched any of these yet. Well, with the exception of a couple, but have not watched this at all yet. We're a little uneven trying to fix it there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, the new animated movie. Did not watch this in theaters. Uh, I heard it was pretty good. When last year, yeah. So, didn't Seth Rogen produce this, I think? Or helped with that? I'm pretty sure he was a voice in here, too. But excited to check that out. Then this one I have watched several times. Uh, Elemental. Josh got a copy way before I did, so I watched his movie, and then when we were pet sitting, they had all the streaming services, so we watched Elemental on Disney Plus one of the days. Such a good movie. We do not have Disney Plus anymore after they spiked the price for the fifth time in a row, but we do pet sit for people who do have streaming services, so we kind of catch up. Not that there's a lot we're missing, especially on Disney Plus. But this was a good movie. It surprised me, and Disney dropped the ball when they started making this Disney Plus exclusive only. Soul would have been amazing to see on the big screen. And I heard rumors maybe they would re-release, like do a theater release, but I think they tried that for Turning Red, I believe, and it did not make any money, so we'll see. I would love to watch Soul on the big screen. That's an incredible movie too. But this was good. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Very, very cool. Very, very emotional at times, and that's what Pixar do to you. Aquaman 2 and the Lost Kingdom. Not sure what to think about this. The reviews were kind of mixed, but I did love the first one, and I have met Jason Momoa a couple times actually at conventions. Back, actually, we his line. He had just done, I think, Game of Thrones, and his line. There was like one other person. Uh, I didn't get anything signed. I should have. He did have some Aquaman stuff. He was just cast as Aquaman. I think they had just announced it that weekend. But anyway, my buddy got his something signed. I think a movie he directed, he had him sign. Road to Pamalo or something like that. Comment down below if you. It's something to do with road. But anyway, we walked right up, no line. A few years later, after Aquaman, he was at a convention I went to. I didn't go, but I saw the line and it was massive. I'm sure, I'm sure if he did another one, it would be pretty insane now. It's like Norman Reedus back in 2014, maybe the end of 2014 or 2015. It's whenever I met Stan Lee. That was the first and only Wizard World that was in Atlanta when Stan Lee came. And I'm shocked that the VIPs didn't sell out. We got ours, I want to say 5 days before the event. It was for our birthday. Anyway, I talk about all of that on celebrities I've met, but that was just when Walking Dead was taken off. Norman had a little bit of a line, but I didn't have my plaque. Can you see the Walking Dead plaque? I didn't have my plaque back then, or else I was obviously had him sign it. Anyway, gonna rant. Migration. This looks very good. I'm excited to check this movie out. Looks very funny. Can't wait for more Minions as well. But this looks charming. Looks funny. So we'll see. This one I'm not sure what to think about. The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It is a prequel, so there is that. I'm just not sure. It probably won't hold a candle to the first one at least. Maybe 2 or 3 it could compete with, but it's sad to at least see what Snow, his kind of origin story. And then the third Trolls movie, Trolls Band Together, and this is cool for a couple of reasons. Not only completing the Trolls trilogy, but also in sync after how long has it been? Like 15 years? They finally get back together and make, I want to say they did at least one song. They might have done more. But they're in here. I don't know if they're actually voices in here, but Justin Timberlake, he's done songs for, I think, the first 2 Trolls, but NSYNC got together for this one, so I'm excited to check this one out. Universal Studios Florida, if you're familiar with that theme park, the area where like Woody Woodpecker, Nut Coaster, and then like there was a theater where Barney was. They tore all that down, and the old Woody Woodpecker coaster, they rethemed it to Trolls. So I'm excited to check that out, that area, because they did the tree from Shrek, you know. And this we actually did see in theaters, so very cool. I was not huge into the games, Five Nights at Freddy's, because they scared me. So I didn't get I didn't get very far into the games, but the movie I really did enjoy. Maybe part of that is the casting. I'm a huge Matthew Lillard fan. Obviously, meeting him, getting my, I think I took it away, my Scream poster signed. Met him, I think, 5 or 6 years ago before the massive amounts of crowds now. His line now is like a 6 hour wait. I think we waited like maybe 30 minutes. And then Josh Hutcherson, which we talked about Hunger Games, they're both in here. And I love the cover art. And I want to say the Jim Henson Creature Company helped with these suits, if I'm not mistaken, and it is Blumhouse. I like pretty much anything Blumhouse does, and this was no exception to that. I think if I was more involved into the game, some people point out certain things that they didn't do in the movie that was in the game, but going into it not really, I mean, I've played the games, but not really diving deep into it. I think it helped me come away to appreciate this film more. Then The Contractor, Chris Pine, another like war movie thing, special forces. I'm a sucker for anything like that. So we'll see. Chris Pine. Uh, the first film I've seen of his in a while. It's been a couple years, I believe. Then we have Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. So there will be a Part 2. So that'd be cool. At first I thought it was the TV show, or not the TV show, the crossover they do with the Flash and all that. I thought they maybe compiled it into a like a big movie, but I didn't notice it was actually an animated movie. When he posted it, I just kind of saw it from afar. Then, you know, this one we did watch while pit sitting, and I will say that it was not my favorite. Not I would actually take Kingdom of the Crystal Skull over this movie. Maybe not the monkeys. If we cut out the monkeys, maybe. They're kind of neck and neck. But this is the fourth Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Do not like the title. Did not like the premise at all. They could have done so much, like the Aztecs. You could have done something with that. But they went, if you know, I'll try not to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but basically the Dial of Destiny is like a time machine, and they have a lot of flashbacks of Indy when, like, pre Raiders of the Lost Ark, so they did de-aging, which, you know, is hit or miss. You don't want to use it a lot, so you can kind of tell when they do that, but in the story, you know, was not their best effort. Disney, do better. uh, but it is rumored that we are at Animal Kingdom getting a Indiana Jones ride, so that would hopefully that will be better than Dial of Destiny. Then I do not have a 4K player, but I do collect Titanic variations, and this is no exception. Didn't have a 4K. I do have a couple Blu-rays, and I think I have one 3D Blu-ray of Titanic, but that is beautiful artwork. I want to get is it the 25th or 20th uh, release, anniversary release? It has like the water, and then it has like a clock in the middle. Comment down below if you know which release I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure that was released a couple years ago. I could be wrong. This was released last year. So, luckily my guy had a copy of that. And that was it for the new releases this time. This guy is a keeper, you know. He works with me on prices. I won't get into specifics on how much each new release is, but I will say it saves me a lot of money, and I won't tell you where he is because uh, competition. I, I want I want my new releases. uh, if you're a collector, some of the channel maybe not as hardcore as others, but how do you get new releases? Especially in this day and age when physical media is kind of dying out. Best Buy's getting rid of their media. Target's slimming down, not completely getting rid of. Walmart keeps cutting shelves and shelves, less and less. So how do you do it online? Amazon? Like, where's your go-to for new release physical media? Comment down below. Like, subscribe, share with a movie lover. Until next time, go out and see new releases. Although, you know, it's been a couple weeks or months since some of these have been released. But keep collecting.